Alright, so this was really cool. I'm gonna read this and just add my little bit to it and call it a video. So this is something I found on the internet here. It says wise words from Anthony Hopkins. So if you don't know who Anthony Hopkins is, he's I guess I know him as an actor, who I believe to be quite a good one from the movies that I saw of him. But nonetheless, he leaves us with these great words here. It says, let go of the people who are not prepared to love you. This is the hardest thing you will have to do in your life, and it will also be the most important thing. Stop having hard conversations with people who don't want change. Stop showing up for people who have no interest in your presence. I know your instinct is to do everything to earn the appreciation of those around you. But it's a boost that steals your time, energy, mental and physical health. That's very important words there. When you begin to fight for a life with joy, interest, and commitment, not everyone will be ready to follow you in this place. This doesn't mean you need to change what you are. It means you should let go of the people who aren't ready to accompany you. If you are excluded, insulted, forgotten, or ignored by the people you give your time to, you don't do yourself a favor by continuing to offer your energy and your life. The truth is that you are not for everyone, and not everyone is for you. That makes it so special when you meet people who reciprocate love. You will know how precious you are. The more time you spend trying to make yourself loved by someone who is unable to, the more time you waste depriving yourself of the possibility of this connection to someone else. There are billions of people on this planet, and many of them will meet with you at your level of interest and commitment. The more you stay involved with the people who use you as a pillow, a background option, or a therapist for emotional healing, the longer you stay away from the community that you want. Maybe if you stop showing up, you won't be wanted. Maybe if you stop trying, the relationship will end. Maybe if you stop texting, your phone will stay dark for weeks. That doesn't mean you ruined the relationship. It means the only thing holding it back was the energy that only you gave to keep it. This is not love, it's attachment. It's wanting to give a chance to those who don't deserve it. You deserve so much. There are people who should not be in your life. The most valuable thing you have in your life is in your time and energy, and both are limited. When you give your time and energy, it will define your existence. Crucial, so true. When you realize this, you begin to understand why you are so anxious when you spend time with people, in activities, places, or situations that don't suit you and shouldn't be around you. Your energy is then stolen. You will begin to realize that the most important thing you can do for yourself and for everyone around you is to protect your energy more fiercely than anything else. Make your life a safe haven in which only compatible people are allowed. You are not responsible for saving anyone. You are not responsible for convincing them to improve. It's not your work to exist for people and give your life to them. If you feel bad, if you feel compelled, you will be the root of all your problems, fearing that they will not return the favors you have granted. It's your only obligation to realize that you are the love of your destiny and accept the love you deserve. Decide that you deserve true friendship, commitment, true and complete love with healthy and prosperous people. Then wait and see how much everything begins to change. Don't waste time with people who are not worth it. Change will give you the love, the esteem, the happiness, and the protection you deserve. Amazing, amazing, amazing. That's the whole thing here. And I just want to quickly run through a few things to give you these final points to really, really embed this into your brain, okay? So we're going to come through, and he says in here, and these are little important tidbits, right? I'm going to jump back. We're going to go from the end to the beginning. So it says, make your life a safe haven in which only compatible people are allowed. That's the third to last paragraph, or second to last paragraph. So it says which only compatible people are allowed. Okay, so be careful with that. Don't confuse compatible with saying, oh, because I don't like them, they're not compatible with me, right? Because that still is the mind of the ego. A compatibleness is something that's happening on the level of love. The level of love that you're allowing yourself to live is the type of people you are becoming compatible with. So when you first start this process, if you're coming from a place of frustration and anger and pain, this term of compatible, it seems so simple, but it's really easily confused if you're coming from a place of darkness. because what you're doing is you're stepping into the light and you're exposing yourself to people that you might believe to be compatible with you, that you see that are loving and kind, but it turns out they're not quite your vibe. They're not quite that person. And it might just be the fact that you're not there yet yourself. Maybe they are that far down that road and you have trouble believing them and listening to what they have to say because you don't believe enough yet in yourself, you see? So don't mistake compatible and don't discount someone from your past by mistaking the word compatible with your current ego situation. Remember, it's about the love that you're willing to process and also the fear that you are willing to process within yourself. You have to face the fear to learn who you're really compatible with and who you're not. Because right now, you're in alignment and compatible with people that are in alignment and compatibleness with your fears and the extent to which you're willing to love. And as soon as you realize where you are, you can start moving that forward. And you can also realize where you are with fear, and you can start getting rid of those fears to allow yourself to walk forward without all that baggage on your back. Okay, so that's the important key there. We're going to continue to move forward, right? Everything else he's saying is so true. The most valuable thing you have in your life is your time and energy. Boom, unbeatable statement. It's the fact. Both of them are limited because we know life equals death. You're going to die eventually. When you give your time and energy, it will define your existence, absolutely. Which is why I'm going to try to continue to give you these tidbits to help you start defining your existence on your terms with all the baggage not pulling you and dragging you back. On your terms, with your choices on how you want to live, which requires effort to change. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. And this is important because he already stated it earlier before the statement of compatibleness. Okay? So he says, if you are excluded, insulted, forgotten, or ignored by the people you give your time to, you're not doing yourself a favor by continuing to offer your energy in your life. The truth is that you are not for everyone and everyone is not for you, right? He already explained compatible to you earlier, but I wanted to put it in that terms where you can feel it, right? Get rid of the baggage. Get rid of that junk. It's the people, it's the places you go that bring you those feelings and emotions of crap. But the only way to get rid of the baggage is not to just start avoiding those things, not just to start ignoring them, right? There's a whole second side of that process, which is what I'm bringing up to you now, and I think is utterly valuable. And again, it's that process of doing the work to yourself and changing yourself, believing more than you ever thought you could believe, trusting more than you ever thought you could trust, loving more than you ever thought you could love. That is the key. So you can really start to see for yourself the effects of thinking differently and being differently have on you. So then you can clearly see how the people around you are being affected by the negative thoughts because you're no longer attached to those negative thoughts. You're removing yourself from those negative thoughts. And that's what can change you. So I'm going to give you one last quote to finish this off, and I hope that this has been useful to you. The quote is this: a memory without the emotion attached equals wisdom. Again, a memory without the emotion attached equals wisdom. So literally what I just explained to you is that process. It is gaining wisdom, which is exactly where Anthony Hopkins has come with this beautiful, beautiful speech and paragraphs. Exactly how he's found it. Wise words from Anthony Hopkins. Exactly. Wisdom has been found because he has removed his negative and positive emotions from his memories. So he is able to retain the memory without the emotion. This is the transformation. This is how you transform yourself. And it is very far from what we're being taught and learned and educated on. I know this. I recognize this. But that's why I know it's so important to get out to the world and do exactly what I'm doing right now, which is help discover the processes that we can tangibly use for real, taking what's inside of us and making it a realistic thing that we can kind of deal with and encounter within our minds and within each other by talking to each other and helping each other. So that's all I have for it. Again, just a really, really powerful set of words, and I hope what I added to it brings you a great deal of benefit.